sit here? Okay. What do I appreciate in life? Family and friends, of course, But other than those two, I'd say the environment. Like, I love looking at the scenery all the time and going on nature walks, just breathing in that fresh air. And it's so cool to look at the changing seasons, like during the winter time. I love seeing the snow fall and going snowboarding, skiing on like freshly fallen snow. During spring, I like seeing all the flowers bloom. It's so beautiful. It's just so pure. It's so relaxing and freshening, and it's just so nice to just take a break from studying, going on my computer, kind of just taking in the sun. It's weird. I mean, it's beautiful, of course, but I thought it'd be like snowing or flurrying or something. For last year, it was like so cold, and I remember wearing my winter coat already and wearing my winter boots and even making snowmen with my friends outside of our dorm. But now I could just walk outside with some shorts or some sandals on, and it wouldn't even be a problem. For sure, climate change, global warming, greenhouse gases, etc. There's so many things that we, human beings, rational people, have done in the past centuries that have led up to this. Just look at the Industrial Revolution, right? That was like such a big boom for changing the environment. We created this greenhouse gas effect that is sort of like a blanket around the earth that reflects the sunlight right back to us. Well, personally, I just love my nature walks. I just love being outside and just taking in all the fresh air. And I just love the views, like all the scenery, it's so beautiful. Like being on top of a mountain that just got freshly covered in snow, or hiking in the forest but this makes me worry about like my grandchildren or just future generations and how the environment could be affected because of what we do today. Recycling, use reusable bags, keep things in moderation, don't waste food, limit water use, but like the easiest and probably the most impactful thing we could do is composting. Really, all you need to do is just throw away your fruit or veggies, really like any of your leftover food right back into the soil. It will all decompose and its nutrients will be like reused and helps the crops or plants just like grow and thrive. It's like the coolest thing ever. If you just put it into your trash can, its nutrients will literally go to waste. But there's a bunch of everyday items that are put into trash bins. This trash and garbage is referred as municipal solid waste, MSW for short. And all of this waste goes into a landfill. And so in this landfill, all this waste just sits and compiles, and eventually it'll all be burned up. What happens when it's all burned up is methane gas and carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. And these gases are contributors to the greenhouse gas effect. After you eat an apple or fruit, don't throw it into the trash. Just throw it into the ground. A bush or a tree, the grass, any type of soil. And then if you want to go above and beyond, you could just make your own composting bins. It's so easy, I'll tell you how. Number 1, greens. This could include fruits, veggies, coffee grounds, tea bags, and grains. Number 2, browns. These could include dead leaves, twigs, newspaper, cardboard. Number 3, water. This will create a moisture for all the greens and browns, and this helps microorganisms break down everything. But you want to make sure you don't have too much water because it'll just get real stinky. Number 4 is air. To do this, you're going to turn over the compost with a shovel or fork every week or so. And so what this does, it helps aerobic bacteria do their work and prevent anaerobic bacteria from overpowering the compost, because anaerobic bacteria will make it real stinky. There shouldn't be an incentive for people to do this. The environment has such a huge importance to the people living on it, because if we don't take care of this earth, what are we gonna have, and where are we gonna get the resources that we need to survive and thrive? And so by simply composting, it is right in itself, because it helps everyone survive and thrive. For instance, if you decide not to compost and dump your reusable food into the trash, this will all just contribute to increasing greenhouse gases. One of my main worries is that those that come after us will not be able to enjoy the beauty that we see today. And it just breaks my heart so much to just think that everything that I enjoy so much about the environment could possibly not be here for future generations because of what we've done today. It'd be such a disservice if we do not put aside our selfish and lazy lifestyles to not simply create a bin for composting or just throwing our apple or pear or any sort of fruit just into the ground, like into any open soil, a bush, a tree, really anything. Composting is such an easy and very impactful thing that everyone could do. Just creating a separate bin for composting, it will greatly reduce greenhouse gases because of the decreasing landfill that gets burned up and releases the greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. As I've said many times already, it's so important that we start doing something because the people that come after us, they have no say in the status of the environment that they were put into. In a way, we are abusing our resources and putting them at a disadvantage for when they are living in the world that we left behind. So it's already it's such a pure reason in itself that we help them out by doing more eco-friendly things, such as composting.